Welcome my dear students of class 10 to my history class. Today the same topic, the Second World War. Chapter number 1, topic the Second World War. And now points as I mentioned. The rise of fascism, the failure of the League, inflammation, economic disaster, and last point, imperialistic growth. The first one I am going to explain the rise of fascism. You know, the concept of fascism was introduced by Benito Mussolini. Benito Mussolini was a leader of Italy. At the end of the First World War, Italy was humiliated at the hands of the Allied powers. And there was none to protect Italy. The territories of Italy were taken away. It should have been given to Italy since Italy joined the Allied powers before the First World War. But at the end of the First World War, when the Treaty of Versailles were going to be made, and the Allied powers like England, France, America, Russia, they were playing a vital role. They did not think of the interest of Italy. As a result, the people of Italy were not satisfied with that very system and the rulers of Italy. And that's why, at the end of the First World War, Italy decided to take revenge against the harsh and insulting Treaty of Versailles. A number of coalition governments were formed in Italy, but there was none to have introduced a good system of administration and good policy for the all-round development of the country. They were unable to solve the most important problems of Italy, like unemployment problem, economic problem for the growth and development in all the fields. 6 coalition governments failed to give a strong support to it. The concept of democracy also was introduced in Italy. There was a fear of communism. There was a fear of spreading the concept of communism and socialism in Italy. So when a number of governments failed to achieve success, Benito Mussolini assured the people of Italy that under his rule, if the people of Italy would choose him to be their leader, he would be able to establish a strong government in the country and would solve all the problems the other political parties failed to solve. So the people of Italy unanimously supported him and made them their leader. The fascist party gained full support from the people. The concept of fascism became popular throughout Italy. And this fascism, gave to the dictatorship all over Europe, and most important of which were Italy and Germany. Both of them believed in one-man leadership, in the policy of one man, one leadership. Benito Mussolini and Adolf Hitler. Benito Mussolini of Italy and Adolf Hitler of Germany. And next one, failure of the League. Why was League failed to achieve success? The League of Nations was established as one of the most important international political organizations. It was established to curb political tensions, to protect independence of different countries or newly independent countries, to establish brotherhood, friendship, international understanding among the nation states, and to avoid political tensions and to make the country free of political tensions, free of, any kind of competitions. It was established in order to check the growing possibility of another world war, the Second World War. But at the end of the First World War, one country played an important role in establishing such an international political organization, the League of Nations. America did not show interest to be the member of the League. That's why all hopes of the League, aims and objectives of the League nipped in the bud. Ultimately, one Asian country, Japan, occupied Manchuria, the vast place of China. League could not take any action. China prayed for the interference of the League, but League could not take any initiative. League forbade Japan from attacking Manchuria, a part of China, but Japan left League and decided to establish her political supremacy and control over Asia, Europe and Africa. And next one, the League had no army of its own to enforce the resolutions that were taken by it. There was an imbalance of power within the organization. This lack of control meant that nations stopped taking the League seriously and the League failed in its role as political arbitrator. That's why the League failed to achieve success. And what is about the inflammation? Inflammation. The First World War had left a devastating trail of death. Thousands of people, millions of people died, and so many properties also were destroyed. Destruction and poverty had become a great factor for the whole nation. Reconstruction of the nations was an expensive process in terms of resources and manpower, particularly as manpower was scarce. So the victorious nations had attempted to crush Germany. Germany, on the brink of economic disaster, because German economy was totally destroyed at the end of the First World War. Nothing was left. No office, no educational institution, no railway lines, no working fields, buildings, palaces. Everything was gone at the end of the First World War. It was raining cats and dogs. That's why it is noisy. Okay, so don't take it otherwise. Let me continue my class. America too was affected by the stock market in the year 1919 that left many penniless overnight, creating a situation which is now referred to as the Great Depression. It was taken place because of the First World War, because of the negative role of Germany, because of the wrong policy taken by Germany. That's why America now decided to teach Germany a good lesson. That's why the Treaty of Versailles was signed, was framed, and the terms, whatever were made, it Germany was held responsible for the First World War. The terms of the Treaty of Versailles to restart the armament industry and produce arms on a large scale. This gave rise to a tense situation in Europe. So the process of disarmament had failed. There was none to follow the process of disarmament. Next one, imperialistic growth. What is imperialistic growth? As the European nations, was in great crisis, the entire Europe came under economic disaster, and that economic disaster came to be known as Great Depression. Who faced a lot? It was America who faced a tremendous blow. That very economic crisis gave her a very, very, unfamiliar situation. She was not interested to face it, but she was forced to face it. They increasingly looked towards their colonies. That's why America was determined to teach Germany a good lesson. And all the colonies of Germany, they wanted to take away. They wanted to take away forcefully under the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. There was none to prevent them from doing it so. It provided them with economic stability and opportunities for their own growth. This led to rivalry and hostility, and each country tried to increase its share of the colonial pie. Germany again ignored the Treaty of Versailles and attempted to regain lost territories, creating a face-off with England and France. Germany openly declared that the Treaty of Versailles was nothing but a very harsh and insulting treaty for their nation. It was Weimar Republic was forced to sign the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, but Germany did not want to sign it. Weimar Republic was forced to sign. It was due to that reason most of the people of Germany decided to choose one of their most important leaders who could protect Germany from being humiliated at the hands of the Allies under the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. German economy was totally destroyed when Germany was under inflammation, under economic disaster. The terms of the Treaty of Versailles made him more and more humiliated. This humiliation gave a birth of a new leader, Adolf Hitler, and a new political ideology, Nazism. Hitler assured the people of Germany that he would take the revenge of the Treaty of Versailles. He introduced the concept of dictatorship, means one man, one leadership. Both of the two leaders, one of Italy, Benito Mussolini, and one of Germany, Adolf Hitler, they started strengthening the economy of both the two countries, Italy and Germany. Italy as well as Germany. But ultimately what happened to them? Both of them gained success. The people unanimously extended their cooperation towards them and made them their leaders. Benito Mussolini became the leader of Italy, established a government in Italy, and Adolf Hitler became the leader of Germany and established a government and tried his level best to solve all the problems of Germany. Both of them tried their level best to solve all the problems of Germany and strengthen the economy of the two countries. Both of them respectively strengthen the financial stabilities of their countries, Italy and Germany. Up to this, my dear students, next day, the remaining part. Thank you.